This is the Radio Realtors.
I sold the house.
This is a home. This is a place to live. This is a place to live.
Northern California's longest running show on real estate.
Real estate is not just buying and selling houses.
What are you, some kind of real estate agent? Real estate agent?
I love real estate.
Ever since I laid eyes on that house, I wanted it.
The Radio Realtors.
I love every second.
Now, here's your host, Robert Lewis with eXp Realty.
Let's go and sell some homes.
All right, welcome to the Radio Realtors, Northern California's #1 real estate radio show. Proudly coming to you live from the EquityProtect.com studios. And if you want to lock down your title and make sure that cyber criminals don't steal your equity or tamper with your title, there's only one company that completely is a deadbolt lock on your title and stops all that from happening, and that is Equity Protect. You can get your free risk assessment today on your property or properties at equityprotect.com. That's equityprotect.com. And tell them that the Radio Realtors sent you. My name is Robert Lewis, your real estate professor. And if you've got a question or a comment, or you're ready to hire me to help you sell your home or buy a home, you can reach me on the Radio Realtors hotline at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Or you can live chat with a member of my team 24/7 at the website radiorealtors.com. That's radiorealtors.com. And guess what, folks? They will send you right to me once you have that chat. And we have an excellent show for you today with these topics. Number one, busting the biggest mortgage myths, what you need to know before buying a home. Number two, we're doing an interview with Teresa Johns from Roof Maxx, and they have a great process to help rejuvenate your roof. And you're going to want to hear all about it. And then we're going to talk about tips to sell a home in a bad location. So once again, you can get a hold of me on the Radio Realtors hotline at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Or once again, you can use that live chat option 24/7 at our website, radiorealtors.com. That's radiorealtors.com. And today we're tackling one of the biggest obstacles buyers face when purchasing a home, and that is the mortgage myths. And if you're like most buyers, you're going to need a mortgage to buy a home. But unfortunately, there is a ton of misinformation out there. And these myths can make purchasing a home even more intimidating. But don't worry, because we're here to set the record straight. And the truth is, mortgage myths can hold you back from achieving your dream of home ownership. And that's why we're here to debunk them and give you the knowledge you need to move forward with some confidence. And buying a home is one of the biggest financial decisions of your life, and understanding the mortgage process can make it less stressful for you and a lot more rewarding. Plus, if you're looking for a trusted mortgage lender, I have a short list of the best lenders in the area, and you can give me a call at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. I can pair you up with one of those folks. And you know, there are countless misconceptions surrounding the mortgage industry, and many of these myths persist because of outdated information. And so staying informed about the latest trends and loan options will ensure you make the best decision for your financial future. That's what it's all about. So I'm going to break down each myth and explain why it's not true so that you can approach home buying with confidence and clarity. So myth number one is you can't buy a home if you have no credit or very little credit. And while lenders, they prefer borrowers with good credit, some will work with those who have little or no credit. And there are alternative credit verification methods like rental history and utility bill payments that some lenders will accept. And finding the right lender is the key to exploring those types of options. And if you're a first-time buyer with a limited credit history, don't assume you're out of luck, because some lenders specialize in working with borrowers who are just starting out on their credit journey. And having a steady income, low debt, and willingness to build your credit score can help open doors to home ownership. And many credit building programs exist to help new buyers strengthen their financial standing before purchasing a home. So talking to a lender early in the process can help you understand what steps you need to take. In addition, some lenders offers special first-time homebuyer programs that consider non-traditional credit sources such as, your cell phone bills and subscription services, and even rent-to-own agreements. Here's the deal, folks. Establishing good credit habits, such as making timely payments and keeping balances low, will position you for better mortgage opportunities. So if you're not sure where your credit stands, consider obtaining a free credit report and discussing it with your lender or a lender who specializes in first-time buyers. But I will tell you, the best thing you can do is just call me at 833-32-RADIO, and let's get the process started. We have people that are able to buy right now. There are some on our list that are going to be able to buy in 2 to 3 months. We have people at the 6-month level, year level. We have people that it's going to take them 3 years to buy a home, which is an anomaly, but they have some certain hurdles they have to get over, and we're going to help them do that. Now, myth number 2 is that you need 20% down to buy a home. And this is one of the biggest mortgage myths out there. While a 20% down payment, it can certainly make home buying easier by avoiding private mortgage insurance or PMI and securing better interest rates. Many loan programs allow buyers to put down far less. Options like FHA loans are 3.5%, VA loans if you're a veteran or a active duty military, it's 0% down for eligible veterans, and USDA loans, 0% down for rural properties. And there are down payment assistance programs, and these can make home ownership accessible with lower upfront costs. And the average down payment for first-time buyers is closer to 6% if you average it nationwide. So don't let this myth hold you back. There are also grants and assistance programs that can help eligible buyers cover down payment costs. And many lenders offer first-time homebuyer programs, like I said, that reduce the upfront cost burden even further. And investigating these programs can help you secure home ownership sooner. And some employers and local municipalities also have assistance programs for buyers who work in specific fields such as education, law enforcement, and healthcare. And additionally, gift funds from family members can be used for a down payment as long as they meet lender requirements and are properly documented. And many lenders allow down payment assistance from nonprofit organizations and state agencies or employer-sponsored housing programs. And saving for a down payment can be challenging, but creating a budget and setting realistic goals can make home ownership more attainable sooner than you think. And I've got time for one more myth. It's myth number 3. 20% down borrowers are better buyers. Well, a larger down payment does not automatically make someone a stronger buyer. Many financially savvy home buyers prefer to finance a larger portion of their home, even when they have the cash, because they can invest their money elsewhere. And sellers should consider all aspects of an offer rather than just focusing on down payment size. And what really makes a strong buyer is financial stability, a good credit score, and being pre-approved for a mortgage. And sellers should work with their real estate agents to evaluate all offers holistically rather than just focusing on the down payment percentage. I always sit down with my sellers when we have multiple offers and go over all the benefits and drawbacks of each offer. And home buyers, you should ensure that you're pre-approved with a reputable lender to strengthen your offer regardless of the size of your down payment. And a buyer's job stability, your debt to income ratio, and your closing timeline can be just as important as down payment size when evaluating the strength of an offer. In competitive housing markets, kind of like we are in some areas of the greater Sacramento area, including Placer County, El Dorado County, Yolo County, buyers with strong financial standing and flexible closing terms may be more attractive than those with a higher down payment but weaker financial credentials. And a seller's agent, a listing agent, will often look at contingencies, loan approval reliability, and overall credit worthiness when advising on an offer selection. And ultimately, it's the seller's choice on what offer they choose, but the listing agent is going to go through every single thing with the seller to make sure that that is the best choice for them and the sale of their home. Now, if you're thinking about selling your home and you have questions, or if you're thinking about buying a home and you need to get pre-approved, Well, you're listening to the people that can help you do that, and we can help you do it today. Give me a call, 833-32-RADIO, Robert Lewis with eXp Realty and the Radio Realtors, and we'll be back right after this. Faster than an approved loan application, stronger than rising interest rates, able to close mortgages in a single bound. Who is this financial superhero? It's Jeff Compton with Guild Mortgage. Most people only think about home financing once or twice in their lives, but for Jeff, it's his passion, his profession, and his mission every single day. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, a military family, or looking for a jumbo loan in a high-cost market, Jeff has the loan options to fit your life. With honesty, integrity, and unwavering dedication, Jeff fights for your best interests and won't stop until your loan is closed. Ready to make home ownership dreams a reality? Call Jeff Compton today at 916-765-2900. That's 916-765-2900. Or apply online at jeffcompton.com. Jeff Compton with Guild Mortgage, the mortgage hero you want when you need him. NMLS ID number 298997.
After a long week, you finally got some time to yourself. Shouldn't you spend that time having some fun rather than attacking that DIY list? We think so. That's why we recommend Purpose Property Solutions. They're the ultimate affordable handyman service. They do junk removal, hauling, handyman electric, plumbing, interior and exterior home repairs, painting, tree removal, and so much more. Call Purpose Property Solutions today at 916-798-7705. Get your weekend back. Call 916-798-7705.
Happy Saturday, everybody. It's Robert Lewis from the Radio Realtors. Thanks for tuning in. Don't you just love this weather? Absolutely gorgeous. We're talking sunny skies, temps in the high 60s, the ideal weather to be out house hunting for your dream home. In fact, I've got a great open house in Heritage Park in North Natomas tomorrow from noon until 3 p.m. The address is 2818 Rockaway Lane. Come on out and see me. And if you've been thinking about buying, but you haven't taken that next step, why not call me today at 833-32-RADIO, and I can get you pre-approved and ready to go. So while everyone else is just daydreaming about home ownership, you'll be out finding the one. And don't wait, because this weather won't last forever, and neither will the best homes on the market. Call me now at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO, or live chat with my team at radiorealtors.com. That's 833-32-RADIO, DRE number 0140-6275.
Welcome back to the Radio Realtors with Robert Lewis from eXp Realty. If you'd like to talk to Robert directly, call 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. And now, here's Robert.
All right, welcome back to the Radio Realtors. We are Northern California's #1 real estate radio show, proudly coming to you live from the EquityProtect.com studios. Folks, did you know that Elvis Presley's estate almost got stolen by scammers? Yep, you know what? The reason is that they didn't have Equity Protect. Equity Protect is the only company out there that stops financial crimes from happening to your title or your equity, and they do that through their patented process. And you know, you can get a free risk assessment today at equityprotect.com. Just go to the website, tell them that the Radio Realtor sent you, find out where you are on the vulnerability scale, and see where you are at the risk level. If you're low risk, sign up for their free title monitoring, because they'll do that for free for you. If you're medium to high risk, sign up for their whole package, and it is just pennies a day. Get there at equityprotect.com. That's equityprotect.com. I'm Robert Lewis, your real estate professor. We're busting the biggest mortgage myths and what you need to know before buying a home. And let me cover just the first 3 myths with you real quick. Myth number 1 is you can't buy a home if you have no credit or very little credit. And that's just simply not true. There are lenders out there that will use non-traditional credit sources. And the best thing to do is find out where you are. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is if you talk to a lender. You can call me today. I'll pair you up with one of my lenders, 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. And people are somewhat surprised sometimes when they call and they talk to a lender that day during the show, and then they're pre-approved and ready to go later that day or even the next day. They're ready to go shopping for a home. Myth number 2 is you need a 20% down payment to buy a home. And the great thing is there are so many programs out there like FHA loans, down payment assistance, and VA loans and USDA loans where you can put 0%, 3.5%, all kinds of great options out there for people where you don't have to put 20% down. Myth number 3 is 20% down buyers are better buyers, and that's just simply not true. A lot of people want to keep their money in the bank, invest it other places, and not necessarily put it into their mortgage. So there's a lot of different options out there, and the key is talking to a realtor and a lender that have all the details and that can help you choose what's right for you. Myth number 4 is adjustable rate mortgages are unpredictable. Well, adjustable rate mortgages, or ARMs, often get a bad rap, but they aren't entirely unpredictable. So this is not a true myth. The amount that interest rates can change is determined by the loan contract, and there are caps on how much rates can increase over time. So if you plan to move within a few years, ARM or adjustable rate mortgage might be a cost-effective option for you. And understanding how ARMs work can help buyers make informed choices that align with their financial plans. If you plan to stay in your home for a short period or anticipate refinancing, an ARM may save you money compared to a traditional fixed rate mortgage. And the key is understanding the terms of an ARM and ensuring that future rate adjustments won't strain your budget. And many ARMs offer initial fixed rate periods of 5, 7, or even 10 years, which can provide predictable payments for a significant period before any adjustments occur. Some ARMs also have rate caps that limit how much the interest rate can increase in a given year, and that's going to further reduce uncertainty for buyers. So ARMs aren't always a bad thing. Now, myth number 5 is you cannot buy a home with no money down. Zero down payment loans do exist, folks, and that's VA loans, USDA loans, and they allow for qualifying buyers to purchase a home with no money down. FHA and conventional loans also offer low down payment options. And if you're worried about saving up for a down payment, check with one of my trusted lenders to explore your options. There are also down payment assistance programs available for buyers who qualify, and that can make a home ownership even more accessible for you. Local, state, and government programs sometimes offer grants or low interest loans to help with upfront costs. And some lenders provide no money down programs for buyers with strong credit and stable employment. So always explore your options. Now, myth number 6 is insurance and taxes must be paid with your mortgage. Well, lenders often require an escrow account for property taxes and homeowners insurance if you put less than 20% down. But if you have a larger down payment, you can choose to pay your taxes and insurance separately. And some buyers prefer this option to have more control over their finances. While paying insurance and taxes separately can offer some flexibility, it also requires some discipline, and homeowners should plan accordingly to ensure they have the funds available when those bills come due. And in some cases, mortgage lenders may charge a small fee for waiving escrow accounts. So it's essential for you kind of to weigh the costs and the benefits. Now, myth number 7 is you cannot get a mortgage if you have bad credit. While good credit may get you better interest rates, there are loan programs designed for buyers with less than perfect credit. And some lenders specialize in helping borrowers rebuild their credit while purchasing a home. And the key is to improve your credit score where possible and work with a knowledgeable lender who understands your situation. And even if you qualify for a mortgage with a lower credit score, be mindful of the terms because you may have a higher interest rate. So it's a good idea to work on improving your credit before applying for a mortgage. And government-backed loan programs such as FHA loans are designed to help buyers with lower credit scores qualify for a mortgage, making home ownership more attainable. Now, myth number 8 is pre-qualification and pre-approval are the same thing. Well, pre-qualification is just an estimate of what you might be able to borrow, while pre-approval involves verification of your financial documents, and it is a much stronger indicator that you'll be approved for a loan. And my recommendation is always aim for a pre-approval rather than just a pre-qualification. A pre-approval requires documentation such as tax returns and pay stubs and bank statements, ensuring that lenders have accurate understanding of your financial situation. Now, myth number 9 is you should always choose the lender with the lowest interest rate. You know, while a lower interest rate is appealing, it shouldn't be the only factor when choosing a lender. Some lenders may offer lower rates but have higher fees or unfavorable loan terms. So it's essential to review the overall loan package, including closing costs, lender fees, and loan flexibility before you make a decision. And working with a lender who provides excellent customer service and clear communication can be just as important as securing a competitive rate. Now, the final myth number 10, is renting is always cheaper than buying. Now, while renting may seem cheaper in the short term, home ownership can be more cost effective in the long run. Home ownership allows you to build equity, which can provide financial benefits over time. And with rental prices increasing, a fixed rate mortgage ensures that your monthly payments remain stable. And many tax benefits come with home ownership, folks, such as mortgage interest deductions and property tax write-offs, and these can help reduce your overall financial burden. So here's the conclusion here. Buying a home, it's a big financial step, right? And the more informed you are, the better decisions you're going to make. And if you're considering purchasing a home and you need a great realtor, well, you need to give me a call. Robert Lewis with eXp Realty. I'll put you in touch with one of my trusted mortgage advisors, 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. And like I said, I have a short list of the best mortgage professionals who can help you navigate that process with ease. And I work hand in hand with them so I can help you find that great home. So don't let these myths keep you from home ownership, and stay tuned for more home buying tips from the Radio Realtors. Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, understanding the mortgage process is key to making financial decisions confidently, right? So be sure to educate yourself, work with trusted professionals, and don't hesitate to ask questions along the way. Once again, you can reach me at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO, or live chat with my team at radiorealtors.com. And I will be back right after this.
AC Heat and Plumbing, you just call Lee's. It's easy as calling Lee's. Lee's AC, Lee's AC, Plumbing and Heat, yeah.
Robert Lewis here from the Radio Realtors, and when your home's HVAC system stops working, it can be a real shock to your wallet. That's why I'm a member of Lee's Air Club Advantage HVAC Maintenance Program. This program is designed to keep your heating and cooling systems working at top efficiency all year around. For just $24.99 a month, Lee's gives you priority service, a 26-point precision tune-up twice a year, safety checks, air filters, and more. So if you want peace of mind when it comes to your HVAC system, sign up for Lee's Club Advantage at leesair.com. That's leesair.com. Hit it, singers.
AC Heat and Plumbing, you just call Lee's. It's easy as calling Lee's. Lee's AC, Lee's AC, Plumbing and Heat, yeah. Lee's AC.
Okay, honey, I'm done with your cleaning list. Wash the windows.
Check.
Power wash the patio.
Check.
Cleaned the outdoor furniture.
Check.
Now for some me time.
What about cleaning the trash bin?
Nope, I didn't do that one.
Well, it's got to be done.
But they look and they smell really bad.
Yeah, I agree. You know, I heard on the radio about a local family-owned company called Ben Levin Clean Bins.
Wow, here they are. Ben Levin Clean Bins. It says they use a combination of hot water and high pressure to clean the bins. And they sanitize, deodorize, and disinfect them.
That sounds amazing.
And check this out. Ben Levin Clean Bins also has great reviews, and their service is really affordable. So, babe, can I hire them so I can finish off your cleaning list?
Of course, honey.
Awesome!
Enjoy 50% off your first cleaning with promo code FreshStart50. That's promo code FreshStart50. Hurry, limited time only. Discount available on all recurring plans. Book your cleaning now at benlovincleanbins.com.
Hi, Larry Elder here, and you've heard me say that success occurs when opportunity meets preparation. And with the recent NAR settlement, selling a home is more complicated than ever before. And that's why if you need to sell, you have to be prepared and hire a hard-working realtor. You also need a tough negotiator to help you net the most money possible. My recommendation? Call my friend Robert Lewis with eXp Realty. Check this out. Angie had to sell her home in Rancho Cordova and moved to Colorado for work. She needed her home sold quickly to buy her next home. And because Rob spends thousands thousands of dollars on marketing each month, he has a pool of buyers that are ready to buy. Rob sold Angie's home in just 19 days for the full list price. Rob referred her to an agent in Colorado through his nationwide network of realtors and helped her negotiate a great deal on a home there too. Sell your home today for top dollar. Call Rob with eXp Realty at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Online at radiorealtors.com. DRE number 01406275.
Welcome back to the Radio Realtors with Robert Lewis from eXp Realty. If you'd like to talk to Robert directly, call 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. And now, here's Robert.
All right, welcome back to the Radio Realtors. We are Northern California's #1 real estate radio show. And we're proudly coming to you live from the EquityProtect.com studios. And if you own your home free and clear, or you have multiple properties that you own, or maybe you just have a lot of equity and you want to protect that equity, there's only one company that stops title fraud, deed fraud, and equity theft, and that is Equity Protect. They're the only company out there with a patented process. Get your free risk assessment done today at their website. It's equityprotect.com, and tell them that the Radio Realtors sent you. My name is Robert Lewis, your real estate professor, and today we have an incredible guest on the show, Teresa Johns. She's from Roof Maxx, and she's here to talk about this innovative money-saving solution that can extend the life of your roof and keep more cash inside your pocket rather than giving it away. So if you own a home and you know that replacing a roof, it can cost anywhere from, a minimum of about $10,000 to $30,000 or more. And it depends on the size of the roof and the materials. But what if I told you there's a way that you might be able to add years of life to your existing roof at a fraction of the cost? Well, that's exactly what Roof Maxx is all about. And Teresa, welcome to the Radio Realtors.
Well, thank you. Hi, Robert, and thanks for having me on. I'm so excited to be able to be here where we're helping homeowners save big while keeping their roofs in top shape.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's get right into it. A lot of our listeners may have never heard of Roof Maxx. So can you really just give us an explanation of what it is, how it works?
Yes, I can. That's a great question. Roof Maxx is an advanced roof rejuvenation treatment, and that can be extending the life of an asphalt shingle roof up to 15 years. As the roof ages, shingles dry out and lose their flexibility, making them prone to cracking, curling, and breaking. And instead of replacing them, our treatment restores their lost oils, making them flexible again, just like they were when they were brand new. We use a plant-based, all-natural oil that soaks into the shingles, replenishes the strength and durability, and think of it like moisturizer for your roof. It keeps from drying out and breaking apart.
So like moisturizer on your skin, but for your roof instead, right?
Well, I tease the men that say men don't understand. Women would not be caught dead out in the middle of a hot day without a moisturizer and a sunscreen.
Hey, you know what? I exfoliate, so I'm all about it. So, and then what's the best part about that? It's fast, it's affordable, and it's a hassle-free situation right there that you have.
Yes. Well, like I said, we are rejuvenating the shingles and we're helping to retain the granule loss. And like I said, that will extend the life of the roof up to 5 years, depending on how old the original roof is. It can go all the way up to 3 5-year treatments. And again, the roof replacement can cost very much compared to a roof rejuvenation, anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000 or more, depending on the size of the roof and material cost. And as of April 10th, all material costs are going up by 10%. But Roof Maxx is just 10 to 20% of that cost. And that means instead of spending $15,000 on a new roof, you might only be paying anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 or $3,500, just depending on the size of the roof.
Wow, that's an incredible return on your investment because, like you said, before we went on air, is that your roof is one of the most expensive things that you would have to replace. And as a realtor, when we're going out looking at homes, we're looking at the major systems, the roof, we're looking at the electrical, we're looking at HVAC. all those things, because those are the big ticket items. Now, a lot of homeowners might not even know that their roof is aging or in need of a treatment. So what are some of the signs that tell homeowners that they should call you for that inspection?
Well, first thing I always tell them is, and you notice this year 2 of a new roof, is when you're walking around on the ground and you look around and you go, where'd that sand come from? And so granule loss is what you start to see on the ground or on patio furniture. But if you're not climbing on your roof or not cleaning your gutters out, a lot of the granule loss goes down into the gutters.
Okay.
And that's year after year after year. And then you're going to start to see some curling of the shingles on the edges. And that's also telling you that the roof is starting to dry out. And then sometimes you're going to see discoloration and fading. That's because when we have 100-degree weather outside, your roof is actually cooking at about 158 degrees.
Right.
And if you don't have enough ventilation to cool your roofs down, you're also going to start to see some cracking, which is called thermal cracking because there's not enough attic ventilation. And a darker roof, you're going to see some shininess around the edges where the granule loss has dissipated. That's the fiberglass that's starting to show.
Okay.
The more you get that is a big red flag out there for everybody to say, oh, that roof is getting old. And then small leaks can occur, but that can be from the vents. I tell people, you don't get up on your roof and spray your vents every year, but when you don't have your vent flashing screwed down with rubber gasket screws and painted with Rust-Oleum paint every year, every 2 years, that can start leaks in your roof as well.
Got it. And so one of the things that I was looking at your website, if you see any of those things, that's the time to maybe call you guys for a free inspection. So you'll come out and do a free inspection, and they can call your direct number, right? So that's 916-718-0931 if you want to have Teresa and their crew come out and give you a free roof inspection. And they're going to, check to see if your roof is a good candidate for the treatment, give you that honest assessment. And then I saw on the website it says Roof Maxx is safe for roofs up to 30 years old. Is that correct?
And I tease people because if you bought appliances that were really old back in the day, they're still cranking along versus newer appliances.
It's amazing.
And back in the day, the asphalt shingles had more oil in them when they were manufactured than they are now, because in 2004, the petroleum companies cut it down by a third because they could make more money with gasoline, diesel, and kerosene than they could selling it to manufacturing asphalt shingles. So they're thinner now by a third.
Oh, wow. Okay. So that's a big difference. So another thing, one thing that I love about Roof Maxx is that it's not just a cost-saving solution, but we're all trying to do our best to not to pollute the environment, but it's environmentally friendly. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes. I tell people it is pet-friendly, human-friendly, building material friendly. It does not hurt anything. But also, when we're being forced to tear off our roofs prematurely, asphalt shingles take over 300 years to decompose in our landfills. We can't afford to have all of that in our landfills for all that time. And like I said, this is environmentally friendly, and it makes a huge difference to be able to allow us to extend the life of our roof when normally we would think, we got to tear it off and replace it.
Right. Well, that's fantastic. Homeowners they can save money on their roof and extend that life, and then, do something good for the planet at the same time. So, all right, Teresa, so this is great information, and I know our listeners are going to want to learn more. How can they get that free roof inspection and see if Roof Maxx is right for them? So
all they have to do is pick up the phone and give us a call. And then what we do is we come out, we do a free roof assessment. I'm not that kind of person that likes to charge just to come out and let you know whether it qualifies, because that doesn't work for me. I want a free assessment. And what we do is we go up on the roof, we check the flexibility, we check the granule structure, and then we take pictures of every single thing on the roof that will qualify in a free roof tune-up. And then what I do is I send you a full picture report, just like if you were up there walking on the roof yourself, via email, or I can print it and deliver it to you, that shows you every single thing we are going to address on your roof in a free tune-up that's going to help towards making your roof look brand new again, and also help you with items that cause leaks down the road. And then if it qualifies for the flexibility and the granule structure, then that lets you know that you got a 5-year treatment that will last 5 years. And then in the end of 5 years, we come back out and do another assessment again and see if it'll qualify again to get another second treatment and up to a third treatment for 15 years.
Wow, that's fantastic. So, hey, Teresa, this has been an eye-opening conversation. Homeowners don't have to shell out thousands of dollars for a new roof when Roof Maxx might be able to restore and protect their current one for a fraction of the cost. So that is amazing. And listeners, don't wait until it's too late. Call Teresa and the Roof Maxx team today for that free roof inspection. Her direct number is 916-718-0931. That's 916-718-0931. You can also Google Roof Maxx of Carmichael, and you will be able to get right to them. So just Google Roof Maxx of Carmichael, or better yet, you can call Teresa directly at 916-718-0931. Get her out there, and you can save money, protect your home, extend your roof's life. And you can do all that with Roof Maxx. And hey, thanks again for being on the Radio Realtors, Teresa. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Robert, for having me. I so appreciate it. And you have yourself a wonderful day.
We'll definitely do that. Hey, folks, don't go anywhere. And if you didn't get Teresa's phone number and the Googling that you need to do to get a hold of Roof Maxx of Carmichael, give me a call here at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Or you can live chat with a member of our team anytime at RadioRealtors.com. That's RadioRealtors.com. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this. Faster than an approved loan application, stronger than rising interest rates, able to close mortgages in a single bound. Who is this financial superhero? It's Jeff Compton with Guild Mortgage. Most people only think about home financing once or twice in their lives, but for Jeff, it's his passion, his profession, and his mission every single day. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, a military family, or looking for a jumbo loan in a high-cost market, Jeff has the loan options to fit your life. With honesty, integrity, and unwavering dedication, Jeff fights for your best interests and won't stop until your loan is closed. Ready to make home ownership dreams a reality? Call Jeff Compton today at 916-765-2900. That's 916-765-2900. Or apply online at jeffcompton.com. Jeff Compton with Guild Mortgage, the mortgage hero you want when you need him. NMLS ID number 298997.
After a long week, you finally got some time to yourself. Shouldn't you spend that time having some fun rather than attacking that DIY list? We think so. That's why we recommend Purpose Property Solutions. They're the ultimate affordable handyman service. They do junk removal, hauling, handyman electric, plumbing, interior and exterior home repairs, painting, tree removal, and so much more. Call Purpose Property Solutions today at 916-798-7705. Get your weekend back. Call 916-798-7705.
Happy Saturday, everybody. It's Robert Lewis from the Radio Realtors. Thanks for tuning in. Don't you just love this weather? Absolutely gorgeous. We're talking sunny skies, temps in the high 60s, the ideal weather to be out house hunting for your dream home. In fact, I've got a great open house in Heritage Park in North Natomas tomorrow from noon until 3 p.m. The address is 2818 Rockaway Lane. Come on out and see me. And if you've been thinking about buying but you haven't taken that next step, why not call me today at 833-32-RADIO, and I can get you pre-approved and ready to go. So while everyone else is just daydreaming about home ownership, you'll be out finding the one. And don't wait, because this weather won't last forever, and neither will the best homes on the market. Call me now at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO, or live chat with my team at RadioRealtors.com. That's 833-32-RADIO, DRE number 0140-6275.
Welcome back to the Radio Realtors with Robert Lewis from eXp Realty. If you'd like to talk to Robert directly, call 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. And now, here's Robert.
Welcome back to the Radio Realtors, Northern California's #1 real estate radio show. Proudly coming to you live from the EquityProtect.com studios. And did you know that title fraud and equity theft are among the fastest growing financial crimes in America? And criminals can forge paperwork, steal your title, and take out loans against your home, leaving you with a financial nightmare. And that's why I highly recommend Equity Protect, the only company that prevents title fraud before it happens. They lock down your title and protect your equity so no one can access it without your approval. Get your free risk assessment today at their website, equityprotect.com. That's equityprotect.com, or you can call them at 888-213-2959. And don't wait until it's too late. Visit equityprotect.com today and get the real protection that you and your home deserves. I'm Robert Lewis, your real estate professor, and welcome back to the show. And if you're just tuning in, we've been covering everything from busting the biggest mortgage myths to an interview with Teresa Johns from Roof Maxx. And now we're tackling a topic that might hit home for some of our listeners: how to sell a house in a bad location. And sometimes a home has all the right features. It's updated. It has great curb appeal and even a few bonus amenities. But if the location isn't ideal, selling it can feel like trying to push a boulder uphill. But don't worry. If you've got a home that's in a not so great area, maybe it's on a busy street, or it backs up to a busy street, or maybe the neighborhood isn't what it used to be, there are still plenty of strategies to get your home sold and for the best possible price. So let's dive in with our top tips for selling a home in a challenging location. Tip number one is work with the right agent. You know, if your home is in a tough location, you can't afford to go it alone. When location is a challenge, you need a real estate expert who knows how to navigate those challenges and turn them into selling points. And folks, that's where I come in. Robert Lewis with eXp Realty. I specialize in getting homes sold in any location. And, you know, I have a network of buyers who might be looking for exactly what you're offering, even if it's in a less than perfect spot. And that's why you need me, Robert Lewis at 833-32-RADIO. Call me today. Don't leave your home sitting on the market for months. The right agent like me knows exactly how to make your home stand out, and I'll help position your home in the best light, market it aggressively, and attract the right buyers. And speaking of the right buyers, that brings up our next tip. Tip number two is you got to know your audience. You know, I don't know if you've ever had a coworker or something and they just never knew how to read the room. They'd walk into a room and they would say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing. Well, every home has someone out there who is going to love it. And you just have to find them. And instead of focusing on what's wrong with the location, let's highlight what's right about it. For example, if your home is on a busy street, you might attract buyers who love easy access to major roads and shopping. And if the school district isn't the best, maybe a young couple without kids will see it as a chance to get more house for their money. And if your home is near an airport or maybe the train tracks, well, believe it or not, some buyers don't mind that at all, especially if the price is right. And the key is to understand who your most likely buyers are and then market directly to them. And that's called targeted marketing. And that's what I do best. So if you're thinking about selling, let's talk. Give me a call at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. And I will help you find the perfect buyer for your home. In fact, I have a list of pre-approved buyers right now that have been sitting on the fence waiting for the right opportunity. And you never know, your home might be that right opportunity. I remember once we had a listing in Elk Grove and it literally backed right up to a levee and the train tracks were right there. And when that train came whipping through, and it did several times a day, I mean, it shook the home. But you know what? The amenities and the beauty of this home and the street it was on and everything, it made it so nice that people go, you know what? I can get along with the train coming through 5-6 times a day because I get to live in this amazing home. So tip number 3 is you got to maximize your curb appeal. First impressions are everything, right? Especially when buyers might already be on the fence about the location your home is in. And that's why curb appeal is a non-negotiable. If your home is in a challenging area, you want to make sure that it shines from the moment the buyers pull up. Fresh paint, fresh landscaping, and a clean, welcoming exterior, it can shift their perception before they even step inside. And if the neighborhood is a little rough around the edges, maybe chat with your neighbors about tidying up or even offer to help. It's amazing what a little teamwork can do. I think I've told the story before, but I remember we had a home that was for sale, and it was a nice home. We had it all buttoned up, but their next door neighbor, it was a forest in their front yard. I guess the owner's husband had become infirmed and he couldn't mow the lawn anymore, and she couldn't do the lawn anymore. And they were in a quandary, and they couldn't really afford it at that time. So we offered to mow their lawn and care for their lawn while the home was on the market next door, which is the one we were selling. And it helped them out, helped us out. And then they did find somebody who would take care of their lawn on an ongoing basis that was affordable. But it was a neighborhood kid that said he would do it. But, the goal here is to make your home feel like the bright spot in the area. And trust me, a well-maintained home can help potential buyers see past location concerns. Now, tip number 4 is be realistic on your price. And remember, a real price is really everything. A home in a less desirable location is not going to command the same price as a home in a prime neighborhood, and you need to price it accordingly, but that doesn't mean giving it away. It's about finding that sweet spot, a price that attracts buyers but still gets you the best possible return. And that's where having the right agent is critical. I do a thorough market analysis to ensure your home is priced to sell and not sit on the market forever. And if you want a realistic assessment on your home's value, call me today at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Now, tip number 5, the last tip is upgrade the interior of your home. If buyers aren't thrilled about your location, you better make sure that they fall in love with the inside of your home. And this is where you can really win them over. Fresh paint, updated flooring, modern fixtures. These small improvements can go a long way in making a home feel inviting and move-in ready. And think of it this way. If the inside is a dream, then buyers might be more than willing to overlook some outside factors, right? And I can help you decide which upgrades will give you the most bang for your buck. Just give me a call at 833-32-RADIO, and we can help you make your home irresistible. And I know there are some of you out there, I can feel it, that say, Rob, man, my home is not in a good location. And, it's not great in the interior, exterior, and maybe you inherited the home and you say, you know what, I just want to sell it for a fair price, but I know I'm not going to get top dollar for it. Maybe I just want to do a cash deal. Well, we have cash buyers that are willing to come in and they're looking for a discount, but they're also willing to pay you the most possible for the condition of the home and the location and those things. And we've had people that were going, hey, I really want to net this amount. And we see if the numbers can work. If the numbers work, then you get a cash offer and you can get that done in a few days, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. You could have the money in your pocket. And these tips that I gave you for selling a home in a bad location, if you're wanting to get that top dollar, these are game-changing tips, folks, for anyone looking to sell in that challenging location. Selling a home in a bad location isn't impossible for sure. It just requires the right strategy and the right realtor. And that realtor is me, Robert Lewis with eXp Realty and the Radio Realtors. And if you're even thinking about selling, why not just give me a call today? We can have just a conversation, have a cup of coffee, talk about your home, talk about the marketing strategy. I'll give you a copy of my book. And you can read that. It's called Flip the Script, available on Amazon. But give me a call today at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. I will guide you through the process and help you get the best price for your home, no matter where it's located. And you know what, folks? That is a wrap for this episode of the Radio Realtors. I'm getting the It's Over sign from our producer, Matt. Thanks, Matt. And thank you, listeners, for tuning in. Don't forget to check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and theradiorealtors.com for more great real estate content. And until next time, stay classy, Northern California. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for tuning in to the Radio Realtors with Robert Lewis from eXp Realty. To reach Robert, just call 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Or live chat with a member of our team anytime at radiorealtors.com. The Radio Realtors, where we make real estate real easy.
AC, heat, and plumbing, you just call Lee's. It's easy as calling Lee's.
Robert Lewis here from the Radio Realtors, and when your home's HVAC system stops working, it can be a real shock, a shock to your wallet. That's why I'm a member of Lee's Air Club Advantage HVAC Maintenance Program. This program is designed to keep your heating and cooling systems working at top efficiency all year around. For just $24.99 a month, Lee's gives you priority service, a 26-point precision tune-up twice a year, safety checks, air filters, and more. So if you want peace of mind when it comes to your HVAC system, sign up for Lee's Club Advantage at leesair.com. That's leesair.com. Hit it, singers.
AC, heat, and plumbing, you just call Lee's. It's easy as calling Lee's. Lee's AC, Lee's AC, plumbing and heat, yeah. Lee's AC.
Okay, honey, I'm done with your cleaning list. Wash the windows.
Check.
Power wash the patio.
Check.
Cleaned the outdoor furniture.
Check.
Now for some me time.
What about cleaning the trash bin?
Nope, I didn't do that one.
Well, it's got to be done.
But they look and they smell really bad.
Yeah, I agree. You know, I heard on the radio about a local family-owned company called Bin Levin Clean Bins.
Wow, here they are. Bin Levin Clean Bins. It says they use a combination of hot water and high pressure to clean the bins. And they sanitize, deodorize, and disinfect them.
That sounds amazing.
And check this out. Bin Levin Clean Bins also has great reviews, and their service is really affordable. So, babe, can I hire them so I can finish off your cleaning list?
Of course, honey.
Awesome!
Enjoy 50% off your first cleaning with promo code FreshStart50. That's promo code FreshStart50. Hurry, limited time only. Discount available on all recurring plans. Book your cleaning now at binlovincleanbins.com.
Hi, Larry Elder here, and you've heard me say that success occurs when opportunity meets preparation. And with the recent NAR settlement, selling a home is more complicated than ever before. And that's why if you need to sell, you have to be prepared and hire a hard-working realtor. You also need a tough negotiator to help you net the most money possible. My recommendation? Call my friend Robert Lewis with eXp Realty. Check this out. Angie had to sell her home in Rancho Cordova and moved to Colorado for work. She needed her home sold quickly to buy her next home. And because Rob spends thousands of dollars on marketing each month, he has a pool of buyers that are ready to buy. Rob sold Angie's home in just 19 days for the full list price. Rob referred her to an agent in Colorado through his nationwide network of realtors and helped her negotiate a great deal on a home there too. Sell your home today for top dollar. Call Rob with eXp Realty at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Online at radiorealtors.com. DRE number 014062775.